Okay, very good morning to everyone who is here. We gathered here as women of South Sudan because we have seen how the country is moving, and we thought as women we should have also a voice to our leaders in this country. So we have a statement that we are issuing today, a unified call for peace, accountability, and action. South Sudanese women demand immediate action to address the ongoing conflict. We, the women of South Sudan, are deeply concerned and strongly condemn the escalating violence in our country, especially the recent clashes in Nasir and Ulang, Upper Nile State, that erupted in February 14th, 2025. We extended our deepest condolences to the United Nations Mission in South Sudan, UNMISS, for the loss of their crew member, and also to the families that have lost their dear ones in the most recent conflict. We are profoundly alarmed by the growing threats to the revitalized agreement on the resolution of conflict in South Sudan and the Tumeni initiative, both of which are now at serious risk of collapsing amidst rising political instability and insecurity. These troubling developments are originating fears of a return to full scale of war in this country. The lives lost are not just mere statistics. These are our brothers, sisters, children, and the future leaders of this country. What will become of South Sudan if the future of this young generation is not there? We therefore stand united with all the women of this country and urge all stakeholders to take immediate and decisive action to end both the current conflict and address the worsening situation, which continues to disruptively affect the most vulnerable members in this country. We commend the government of South Sudan for its effort to maintain peace and security amidst the face of the ongoing conflict. We also commend the citizens who continue to uphold the values of humanity and choose peace as way forward. We urge all signatories to the revitalized agreement to de-escalate tensions through dialogue as the primary means of conflict resolution, to expedite advancement and the unification deployment of all forces required to ensure peace and security across the country. We urge the international community to support efforts to conduct an independent investigation into the violence and bring to account those responsible for these crimes committed. We appeal to the government of South Sudan to collectively and urgently respond to the ongoing conflict by prioritizing dialogue and enforcing the rule of law, ensuring protection of vulnerable citizens, and fast-tracking the implementation of peace agreement to restore instability, security, and justice to all citizens. We urge citizens, the RJMEC, AU, IGAD, to intensify their efforts in promoting peace and security in South Sudan by strictly adhering to ceasefire agreements, holding all parties accountable for breaches, and working together to bring the current conflict to an end, while prioritizing the protection of civilians and long-term instability. We call upon the diplomatic missions in South Sudan to use their diplomatic influence for peace in South Sudan, encourage accountability and human rights, provide humanitarian assistance to those affected by the conflict, and collaborate with international partners to ensure lasting peace and stability through political and economic pressure on the parties to the crisis. And to the White Army and its leadership, denounce violence, ceasefire, or conflict, and accept peaceful dialogue with the government and community leaders. To the public, to refrain from hate speech, inciting propaganda, misinformation, which escalating tensions and deepening divides within our communities. Thank you so much.